Welcome to another edition of the Let's Be Frank Show. My name is Frank Mentone. I'm the publisher of the Totucket Times. This evening, my guest is Regina Najarian, and she is from we're going to talk about the North Haven Sons and Daughters of Italy, lodge number 2805, and also, especially, we're going to talk about the fashion show, which used to be, and now it's back again, if I'm correct, it used to be. So, Regina, welcome. Thank you for coming this evening. The first thing, I guess, let's talk a little bit about the North Haven Sons and Daughters of Italy.
Okay.
The Sons and Daughters of Italy have been around the Sons of Italy for 100 years.
100 years,
But
right.
the North Haven Sons and Daughters, maybe you can give us a...
Well, we started back in January 11th, 2004. We have about 155 members now. We meet at St. Francis Cabrini Church in North Haven. We donate to charity. That's our basis. That's our bylaws. We donate. So far we've donated $160,000 to different charities. Some of which, well, we'll mention later. But we have 2 scholarships that we gave away this year, totaling $1,500. And we're always looking for members, especially the young ones. Our old bones are getting older every day. We have members from North Haven, North Branford, Hamden, Wallingford, and all the surrounding towns. And we do 4 major events a year: the fashion show, which we are bringing back, the golf tournament, Distinguished Citizen, and the comedy show. Comedy show is always a big thing. And we used to do the Italian festival on the North Haven Green. However, our heart may be in it, but the body is saying no, so we've foregone that. That's why we'd love to see new members, new younger members coming along.
Yeah, that's, now that's 168,000, is that what you said?
160,000.
160,000, and that's in 12 years.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing. Well, at one point, when you first started, if I remember correctly, I'll let our viewers know, I'm a recent member. I was a member of the Sons of Italy years ago in New Haven, but I've just joined the North Haven one about, I don't know, a year or 2 ago. But originally, you had your own place, if I remember.
Yes, we did. We had right on Washington Avenue, Route 5 in North Haven. But we kind of felt it wasn't necessary to have it. And the church let us use their hall and kitchen. And, of course, we pay rent. But, it works out very well for us.
Okay. And they used to have bingo, too, at one point, didn't you?
At one point, we used every Monday night, we used to run the bingo. But that is another thing that we had to forego because not everybody could do it. It's a commitment, a true to do that every single Monday night, and we didn't have people to do it anymore.
Yeah, a lot of things are like that in organizations where to get the people to do it I joined this one, and people know in town, in North Branford, that I'm busy, but sometimes just to go to once-a-month meeting, it's like, oh, God, to me, it's that time again. But okay, so we used to have a fashion show.
We did have a fashion show a few years back, and that it did go away. My husband and I had been members, and we used to participate, and I was a chair and co-chair for most of them. Someone else did take it over when we left, but it got to be too much. You need a commitment with that too. So when my husband and I came back this year, I decided, and he agreed with me, that we would try this again. So
he's camera shy, so he didn't.
He's camera shy.
He's also babysitting for his grandchildren.
Absolutely,
right? And that's more important than coming on this show.
Right.
So he let you solo it.
Yep, he did.
Okay, so you decided to do this again. What does it involve? Because I'll be honest with you, I've never been to one. I'm constantly asked to model in them because of my physique, but I've never been to one, and I've always refused the modeling end of it. So what exactly happens at the fashion show?
Well, first of all, we have to get a committee together. and we hash out what we want to do. And I have to tell you, it's very difficult to find a retailer that's willing to do fashion shows anymore. The major companies don't want to put out their workforce, because this usually is held on a Sunday, and they have to pay people to go out instead of work in the store. So it's been difficult. But this year, we're very happy to say we did find someone who was willing to donate the clothing for it, and that's Carol's Creations in North Haven. Yeah. Then we get a committee. Our committee talks about how much it's going to be, where it's going to be. We also sell tickets. We ask people to donate funds to help us along the way. And that's basically what it is. And all we're doing now is updating each other how the ticket sales are going. The models that we have will need to go and get measured for the clothes they're going to be wearing. And the models are from our club. We are also asking for male escorts.
Yeah, I heard that.
We do that. It ends up being a nice ending to the show, you know. And we have a luncheon. We are doing it family style this year. And it's going to be at Il Monticello at 577 South Broad Street in the Meriden Wallingford town line.
Now again, the date is Sunday, October 23rd.
Right.
I didn't give our director that information, but
Okay.
he will flash on the screen the email address and also the Sons of Italy Lodge website, so that you can go, and there it is. See, all I have to do is say the word, and Michael pops it
There
up
you
on
go.
the screen. So that'll pop up 3 or 4 times during the show, so
Okay.
people can see, again, and we'll say 3 or 4 times. But if you do forget the date, you can go on the website, or you can email Regina and get the information on it. Now, the food is going to be a luncheon, and I have been to my share of lunches and dinners at Monticello's. They do an excellent job.
Yes, they do.
I've never gotten a bad meal there. And you've got, it takes, and again, the hard work, which is probably the reason you dropped it for a few years, but it also takes the community to help with this. I mean, here this Carol's Creation is donating the use of all of the,
Yes.
which means she has to go through measurements to make sure they're, obviously you're not going to have a fashion show and have somebody wearing a gown that's 3 sizes too
Right.
small or 3 sizes too
Right.
big. And she also probably, again, I don't know this, I'm asking, she probably has to supply people, or at least one person at the show itself.
Well, she is going to be there. I don't know at this point in time if she's bringing one of her people, but she's definitely going to be there, and she's going to be describing the fashions as the girls are walking out, and act as our MC to a degree. And it should be an interesting afternoon and very nice.
And I forgot what I was going to say. See, that happens. And other than those two, as putting out some of their services, because I know Monticello's gives a good price for the dinner. You also solicit from other businesses.
We do.
Now, again, I fall asleep during meetings myself. My wife nudges me, but are there raffles and stuff that you have at this, or is this the one that doesn't have the raffles?
Well, we do. If people donate, we will, hold a small raffle. But for the most part, we ask for people to buy tickets or to donate to our worthy cause, which this happens to be the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism. We are donating a portion of the proceeds this year for them. And we usually do this, and most of the events that the club does throughout the year do donate to different charities.
Okay. Let's talk about a few of the other things. Maybe we'll get back to the fashion
Okay.
show, but the other things that the club does, because again, members are always welcome. You don't have to live in North Haven
Right.
or North Branford. You can live anywhere, and there are some towns in the area that don't have a Sons
Right.
of Italy. Like there's one in North Haven. I know there's not one in North Branford. I don't know if there is in Wallingford or
No,
but
we have members from Wallingford and Hamden. East Haven now has their own club. And we still get members from New Haven, you know, so it varies, you know.
and they do things. I mean, you know, you run 4 major fundraisers, but
Right.
for the members to enjoy themselves and you know, they don't raise the big money,
Right.
but they have things like every month that members
We do.
can participate in,
Yep.
and maybe 100 here, 200 here, and again,
Yep.
that helps some of these organizations. Now, the main organizations that the Sons of, aren't there like a main? Is it Cooley's Anemia? Is that
Right.
still one of the main?
Yes, it is, and Alzheimer's.
And Alzheimer's are the 2 main ones, and then this is. Have they added this, or is this just something that?
This is something that they've requested the lodges participate in if they choose to. I'm not sure, we don't know yet if it's a one-time deal, but right now, we're just doing it this one time.
Okay, and again, to people who are interested in joining, they meet on Mondays,
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays,
The
first Tuesday of the month.
Tuesday of every month. We do things, as you say, we do a monthly thing. We have card games once a month, or we'll do a social bingo. We'll do movie night, you know, dinner and a movie. We do that. We just recently had a lobster fest, which everybody enjoyed. So we do little things like
Horse
that
races.
for horse. Oh, yeah,
Not
that's a
real
lot of
horses,
fun.
but,
No, that's a lot of fun. We do a lot of things like that. You know?
And the money raised goes, number one, to pay for the bills, but also
Right,
to pay
right.
for some donations to
Right.
these.
Our bylaws say
these things.
50% of our proceeds should be going to charity.
All right, tickets. Look, we're going to go back to the fashion show.
Well, the tickets are $35 a person, and you can reserve a table of 10. We do have a deadline. Our deadline for selling tickets is October 15th. We can't sell any tickets at the door. We need to know what the exact count is before the day. So this is why we have to put a deadline on it. As I say, you can reserve a table for 10. Just let us know, you know, and that's basically it.
I'm going to be there that Thursday night as well. at
Oh, good.
Monticello's.
Okay.
Yeah, not for a fashion show though. How many of these did you do in the past?
This actually is going to be our 5th one.
5th one.
Yeah.
Okay. And did Carol's Creation do all?
No.
No. There were
No,
other
there were
companies,
other
but
companies
Carol
that
stepped
helped.
in this year
Yep.
when you were trying to.
Yeah, it
to-
was difficult.
to
I didn't
get
think we were
this
going to
thing
get this going.
again.
I really didn't.
What else do we want to talk about? We want to talk about time. We got the cost. We got the what's on the menu. I know it's family style,
It's
but
family style. We're going to have chicken and pork and string beans, salad, a little dessert, coffee.
no pasta.
No, pasta. Oh, did I forget the pasta?
You didn't say pasta
Oh,
because they
no,
make the
we
best
don't.
sauce in the,
Yes,
in
they
the
do.
state, probably.
Definitely
so,
pasta.
You know, I don't eat it myself because
Uh-huh.
usually the first forkful winds up on my shirt, and then I have to go around the whole day with sauce all over my shirt. So I
No,
try
that's-
I try and stay away from that. How many people do we normally get at something? like
Well,
this?
we've had 200. I'm hoping that we have that much and more. You know, we need, you know, it's always a fun afternoon, and people really have enjoyed it in the past. Over the years, I've been asked, when are we going to do it again? So this is one of the things that prompted us to try to start it again. So I'm hoping that we get the 200 plus. She can
That
hold
would
about
be good.
300.
And I don't know if Lenny's met. Lenny is the president of the lodge who was supposed to add to this group this evening, but he had another engagement popped up last minute. But you talked a little bit about the Sons of Italy, the things they do.
Mm-hmm.
What was it in North Haven when they did that big? It was called the Festival of the
Right.
Star. No, Festival of Angels.
Of angels.
Okay,
Right.
because Lenny's trying to reinvent that.
And it's hard, as I said before. He even said it. It's hard to do. We're all getting old, okay, and there's a lot of physical labor to doing this. And as much as we may want to do it, it's become a little difficult. It's been well received over the years. I mean, we've had this huge tent that showcased our Italian heritage, which is what our membership is all about. It's about our heritage, and this is what we try to put across to people. But as I say, we need to get some younger members, and we need to get people that are willing to do the work that's entailed.
So, and it's, that was one of the things that, besides just having this to discuss the fashion show, is to discuss getting new members. And
Right.
one of the things I had discussed, and they don't know this yet, but we may approach them this year, the North Branford Potato Festival,
Oh,
or
okay.
POCO, or whatever they call it now. We talked about possibly, I guess a few years ago, we tried the group tried to get the historical tent, the heritage tent, in the Potato Festival, and I guess it started too late. And they have some new people there now who are much more user friendly, and it may be something that they might consider doing, maybe even like a heritage for any heritage, not just Italians.
Sounds good.
Where we can have an area where they can have the Italian tent here and whatever other tents people want to bring in. But that is something that people should see, because that took a lot of time to put together.
A lot of
There's
time.
a lot of pictures.
Yes.
They used to give pasta making lessons, I think, when they used to
food,
start it.
Food demonstrations. It was wonderful.
Book signings,
Yep.
Italian books. Who lived in town for a while, Anthony Riccio, lived in North Branford for a lot of, I think when he wrote his first book, I think he's on his fourth or fifth now, and he does a lot of books on Italian heritage, and he was at it signing his book. So again, if the people are coming to help, and if you don't want to be, and they have a list, and I don't have the list, but go on the website. You don't have to come to every. I don't want to speak for the president, but you don't have to come to every single meeting. But if you're available to help out at something,
Right.
You come to one meeting or you read the minutes and you say, oh boy, they're having the Italian festival, maybe I can cook hot dogs on Saturday, or they're having this, maybe I can help set up tables. So it's not, they're gonna throw the rope around you and try and reel you in as much as they can.
Right.
But you're able to pull back and say, this is what I can do, and this is what I can't do. Bocce, they have. I don't know if we mentioned they have a bocce
No,
league.
that's the one thing we do have a bocce league that just ended. We haven't celebrated the winners yet, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So again, there are a lot of things that they do. And before we close, we're going to go through just one more time.
Okay.
The fashion show is going to be at Monticello's. It's right over the line, right over the Wallingford-Meriden line, right down Route 5. The fashions are going to be by Carol's Creations. It's 11 to 3.
11 to 3. Tickets are $35 per person. You can reserve a table. Just let us know. And the deadline is October 15th for ticket sales. There's going to be a cash bar, which we hadn't mentioned yet. Contact me. Contact the organization. And I hope you can make it.
All right. Did I miss anything? Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
When the president looks at this, is he going to say, you missed half the stuff?
yeah. Nah, it'll be good.
All right. I
That'll
thank
be
you for
good.
coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And I thank Mike Cummings, our director, and we're going to sign off. And until next time, have fun, and we'll see you down the road.